Anytime I step into the garden, I always remember my father. I always, these was his favorite tools. Let me show you what was his favorite tools. This was his favorite tools, which is a hoe. And this is, I remember seeing him walking like this, and that is really good memories for me. Watch my father sit down, watch my father walk his hoe like this. And when he walking his hoe like this, what he going and do? He getting ready to plant his food. You see? And what I noticed they used to always do this. Like, you see like this? They used to pull them down like that, and then they pull the dirt on top of it and cover it. You see? Cover it just like this, and you see? Yes. And after he do that, he get ready and he plant. So all the leaf that inside the soil gonna eventually break down. So sometime he doing Edos, which is 6-month crop. So within the 6 months, these leaves gonna be breaking down in time to feed the crop, especially when the crop start producing. So the weeds and the leaf break down in, and I always observe my father, I always observe him. Little boy, I was little, but I always observed the way he operated. He also had his fork. How he used to do with the fork is like, he will fork up the place. Like he go in and prepare the soil, he start forking up the place. Forking up the place. Depends on what he planting. He might use the fork and fork up the place and get it prepared. So these are things I observe a lot. This was his favorite as well. Not like this one. I mean, this one I forgot it in the garden and the rain and it get rust. But the kind that my parents had, they was wider. I think we used to call them tree sieve. They was pretty wide. So this was his favorite tools in the garden. The hoe, which is this one, and the fork, which is this one, and the machete. And he used to do wonders. He had animal, he had his cow, he had his pigs, he had his chicken, he had his rabbit. He had basically everything. He basically had everything. He had all the leaf available. He have the river, the stream running two sides of the land. So he could have just let the cow them run and go and get. It was such a beautiful setup he have. Really beautiful. So these are things I grew up observing. So because I observe these things, it kind of embedded in me. So now, when I'm available, I'm able to get the space I want, the piece of land I want, that I can farm. I make use of it. I went back beyond my parents them. I went back beyond my parents because they used to use animal poo. I don't use animal poo. I use the leaf, the trunk, the body of the trunk when they break down, and I mix them in my soil. If you notice all here, you're gonna see all this soil already prepared already. These prepare and actually waiting for the spring. You see? These already prepared and waiting for the spring. So yes, this is how I see they operate. So the type of food my father used to plant, he used to plant pigeon peas, potato, yam, edo, cassava, ginger, all these type of food he used to plant. And it's like that's where it's taking me back. Dashing, Tanya, that's where it's taking me back. So now I'm actually in a different place, but I'm actually trying to grow the same thing my father used to go. So it's an amazing journey, and this journey is for people to see this type of journey, because in today not much people do it in this form. In this form is more physical work, but the rewarding is great. The rewarding is great. So I just want you guys to continue follow and support me on this journey, because this journey is a journey we don't want this information to ever slip away. Our children need to know that you could grow something naturally.